You're going to measure around your neck, then from your neck down to how long you want your cape. And now we're going to make the pattern. I'm going to use a miniature, but you're going to use it with your neck measurements and how long you want it, alright? So, now you're going to take your tape measure, you're going to put it at the corner, and you're going to pivot with this. That's how you're going to get your neck measurement. And then, to get how long you want it, you take your tape measure and you stick it in the middle of your pattern and you pivot to get how long you want your pattern to be. Alright? Remember, I'm using a mini one, but when you make yours, you'll probably use newspaper, wrapping paper, brown paper, pattern paper to make yours. And you'll need to, this will be your neck measurement, and then this will be your how long you want it. And then you're gonna cut it out at the corner. Hold on, let me line that back up. You're gonna cut the corner out, and then you're gonna cut oval, and then you're gonna get a pattern that looks something like this. Alright, so what you want to do to make this easier on you when you're cutting it out, you'll want to double your pattern, so you'll probably place it here, and then you're going to trace it out like this with your marker or pencil, and then you're going to flip it over and you're going to trace it. And then you'll probably get something that looks like. Now you'll get something that looks like this. This is what I mean by tracing it out. So what you'll do is you'll cut the round part, and then the round part, and then you'll get a large pattern that looks like this. What I did was I put place on the fold marks at each end. Remember, you're doing this on a newspaper, something larger with your actual neck measurements and long measurements. I'm just using the mini version because it works a little bit better. So what you'll need to do is place it on the fold like I got, and then pin it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cut this out, and then you're going to cut around, and then I'll show you what that looks like. You'll have something that looks like your pattern, and now you're going to open this up, and then I'll show you what you need to do after that. Alright, so now you got a circle, and what you're going to do is you're going to go down to one edge and cut down the center, and then you'll have your cape. Now to make your hood, what I got for the pattern is you'll need to use an actual hood from your shirt, unless you know how to make hood patterns. I'll explain that in a second. Alright, so you have your hood from your shirt. What you're going to do is you're going to place this edge on your selvage, and you're going to cut an inch around your hood, and then you're going to flip it over to get the other side of your hood, and you're going to cut an inch around your hood. You'll get something that has the hood shape to it. Now you can't really see this because it's dark, but you'll have two pieces, and then I'll show you what you need to do next, alright? So you're going to put right sides together on top of each other. They already were when I showed you. What you're going to do is you're going to put pins all the way around, and you're going to sew at a 5/8 seam, and then I'll show you what you got to do from there. So you're going to sew your hood at 5/8 all the way to the point where I showed you where the pin is, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so now you're going to clip your curves, and you're going to put triangles in them, and then you're going to trim your seam. Alright, if you want to iron this hem, you can. Okay, so now this hood, I flipped it outside. This is the fuzzy side, the right side. You should have the opening, and now we're going to sew this to your cape. Okay, Sorry, you really can't see it. What you're going to do is you're going to take your center back of your hood and match it with the center back of your cape, and you're going to put fuzzy side down with fuzzy side down, and you're going to sew it in the machine at 5/8. I'll show you how to. So you're going to sew your right sides together on your sewing machine, sew all the way down to the end of your cape, and then I'll take you from there. You're going to sew it at 5/8, alright? So you're going to cut a ribbon the size of your cut edge for the opening of your cape. And you're going to place the edge a little bit down, not exactly on the tip, but a little bit down. And you're going to pin it, and then I'll show you how you're going to sew it, okay? So you're going to sew across your ribbon, and then you're going to sew along this edge, and then you're going to sew across, and then don't sew this back side of the ribbon. I'll show you what to do after that, alright? Now you're going to put the corners inside, and you're going to press this out, and then you're going to sew the edge. You're going to sew the seam to the ribbon after you press it. You're going to fold it back, and you're going to sew along this edge. I sewed along the top, and that should keep that in place. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. And then I'll take you to the next seam, okay? Now pin your lace along the bottom of your cape. Alright? Now you've got your lace sewed on. Next you're going to do the same technique that you did for the opening of your cape. We're going to put this on the edge near the hood, and you're going to sew across and down to the end. It's like the same technique we did with this one right here on the edge, okay? I'll show you how to do that. Now you've got your lace sewed on. Next you're going to do the same technique that you did for the opening of your cape. We're going to put this on the edge near the hood, and you're going to sew across and down to the end. It's like the same technique we did with this one right here on the edge, okay? I'll show you how to do that. Don't sew it on the hood. This part right here is the hood. This is the edge that connects. It's near the hood, like the edge where it meets the hood. You pin it on. Alright? Now we're going to sew it. I'm going to hand sew a hook and eye on. This is the hook, and I started sewing on the eye. You're going to put them on each corner, the hook or the eye. They have to be able to hook together. To cover it, you're going to probably sew a fake button on to the other one, and I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I'm done. You just go in and out of the little hole on each side of your hook and eye. Now you're going to take this lace and do the same technique for your hood along the edge. Right along the edge. And then you'll be done. Oh, and don't forget to sew a button over your hook and eye. Something that looks like this. Alright? And then after that, you'll be done.